we've just got here at the Golden Fleece. It's a beautiful building, absolutely fantastic. It's very old, with such a history. The ghost stories here are brilliant too. There's probably more apparitions per square foot than anywhere else we've been to. So I think we're all a bit apprehensive and we're all looking forward to doing the investigations.
We've been at the Golden Fleece now for about an hour. We've been setting up shots, just about to do pieces to camera. Downstairs it's a typical pub. It's no different to any other pub, doesn't feel any sort of real atmosphere. It's actually very cosy here. Upstairs the rooms are actually really nicely decorated and it does have a really nice warm cosy feel, so I don't feel apprehensive about being here tonight, but I guess that will change as the day goes on.
The feel of the place, it's a typical old pub. It's a comfortable place. Nothing seems scary yet, but we're just walking around the rooms now and they do seem that later on they could get a little bit eerie when it gets dark.
There's a chap called One-Eyed Jacks that haunts the place. I think he's a highwayman. He's got a tricorn hat and a pistol. And it was a coaching inn. So that's absolutely right. I've been outside and checked and I can actually see where the coach archway used to be. There's a little boy that was trampled to death by horses when it was a coaching inn. His ghost still wanders around. Ghost of an airman.
Well, I've just arrived here at the Golden Fleece in York. I have to say, what a fantastic city, what a fantastic pub. It was really odd because as soon as I got to that front door, your spider senses were tingling. It's a special one today as well because of course we've got Radio 1 DJ Scott Mills.
Radio 1 are coming tonight, Scott Mills and his team. And I'm so hoping when anybody ever visits us filming Most Haunted, you really want them to experience some of the things that we experience. You want them to take home that you want them to go away and think about their whole beliefs and everything. And I really want that to happen tonight, and I should be really disappointed if nothing happens here.
Something amazing has just happened. Unfortunately, it happened to Stuart. I was a little bit embarrassed. He was in the toilet. It was in the St Catherine's room downstairs. He went in. He actually just said to me, he said, I'm just off to the loo," and I went off to do some other things, just set some kits up and what have you. And I thought, well, where's he gone? I've come upstairs, and all I can hear this muffled yell.
I heard Carl coming upstairs saying, "Stu, where are you?" And I said, "Carl," I said, "I'm in here." I'm banging on the door. He went, "Where?" I said, "I'm in St Catherine's room." He said, "What are you doing in there?" I said, "I can't get out." I said, "I'm locked in." So I'm pulling on the handle and there was nothing there. It just wouldn't open.
The door, Stuart was physically trying to open the door, and you could see him with the door handle moving as he was trying to get out. And I said, "Just leave it out, I'll come through." And I opened the door and I couldn't open it. The door just wouldn't open, but it wasn't locked. I've just been back into St Catherine's room, and you know I said that when you were in the toilet and you were doing that with the handle?
Yeah.
You couldn't have been.
What?
The handle on the inside doesn't do that. The handle on the outside does that. The handle on the inside is just a push handle. Yeah. There's not, look, come on, look. That's what he was doing. And I thought that was him messing around. Oh, not messing, trying to get out. So I went out and said, "Don't worry, I'm there." There's no way I can do that from inside.
Oh my god.
This is also the bathroom that was hidden for 200 years.
Yeah.
What?
The room wasn't discovered for 200 years.
Really?
It was a secret room.
Done a bunch of things already. Had a walk around with David and he picked up loads of different spirits, mainly just emotion stuff, but he picked up a spirit of some sort of highwayman down in the bottom bar and walking through the bar and going down. Picked up a screaming woman who had been attacked, and he was getting the image of a wolf, and the wolf signifying aggression and that sort of thing. My psychology part of me instantly flicked on when he said wolf, and I was thinking of the classic case Sigmund Freud and the Wolfman, looking at a man who had extremely aggressive tendencies to the point where Sigmund Freud described it as a wolf man. And that was the image that came to my mind when he said it.
The first thing I actually get here is some distress. I get a female in here in distress. She's been physically attacked by a male. And what's interesting is the male is appearing to me almost like he's not this, but he's almost like an animal. He's appearing in my mind's eye almost like animalistic. It's not, he's not, even to the point, he almost looks like a wolf, do you know what I mean?
That aggressive.
That aggressive, and that's not what he looked like, but what they're trying to tell me is that's the scale. And it's actually quite distressing me, because he is almost like ripping at her.
Well, I've just done a walk around with David. It's the first time I've actually done that, and I enjoyed it very much.
It's a different kind of thing, obviously, with Kieran. He's looking for different points of view, whereas Richard, who will know huge amounts, no doubt, about the history of the place, has more of a feel, perhaps, for the personalities involved. And very often in mediumship, that's what you're picking up on, the personalities, rather than the big old dates and figures, etc., etc. This feels more... It actually feels more family-orientated, if that's the right word for it. It feels more like dogs, dogs around. It feels more gentle. A woman. I'm not sure if it's two girls and a boy, children-wise. Not particularly, not loaded by any manner of means, but not poor. They're not urchins either.
Yeah,
They'll sit beside you and just listen to what you have to say.
Now?
Yeah, they'll still sit beside you, and people might suddenly think there's someone someone beside them.
Yeah.
That's dominant from the female. The female's dominant here, really. I can't get a name, not at the moment anyway. It'll be later.
That's good, because there's been reports of a dog.
A dog, yeah.
Yes, up here.
Yeah, the dog. Big dog.
Been down into the cellars, and he's again picked up on a chap, a highwayman, or certainly a chap dressed in an old-fashioned 18th century coat with a tricorn hat. And there is many reports of this fella being seen, but he says he's part of a gang, and we've been in the cellar, and he says there's a ghost of a little boy and this highwayman, and there is both ghost of highwayman here, and there's a ghost of a little boy.
Some interesting stuff happened when I suggested. Was it the suggestion that made it happen or not? But the little boy still seems to pick pockets, still almost touches people here or tries to remove things from pockets. And John, our sound man, twice a day, his knife is loosened, shall we say, in his pocket. He's actually cut his finger a couple of times.
Somebody has... It wasn't you, and it wasn't anybody else. Someone's actually just touched me. I swear to you, I actually felt something in my back pocket.
Twice today. I keep a knife in this pocket, and twice I've taken it out of my pocket and it's been open, and I've cut my fingers twice.
Oh, good
It's
grief!
never happened before.
It's this little boy.
It's a lock knife. It's
David.
shut. I take it out of my pocket and it's been open.
Team from Radio 1 have turned up. They're really, you can tell, they're just genuinely really nervous because they don't really know what to expect.
Oh, fuck! Was that you?
What?
Did you just laugh in my ear?
No.
Please tell me you laughed in my ear.
I didn't laugh
Please
in
tell me you laughed in my ear.
I think if it's kicking off, I think that if it's still, I'm alright. We need to get back in there now. Take David with you, and I think it's because at least I think if the same people go back in now with David, then at least you can see what's there.
Just my voice, Robert. Nothing else.
Oh, fuck!
Well, we just done the night vision walk around, and it was it obviously affected a lot of people. A lot of things happened.
Most of the phenomena actually happened in the top bedroom, where the bed is said to have moved. Lots of people were hearing noises. There were feelings that the bed was being moved. that sort of thing. It appeared to be very, very active.
What was also interesting was in the little bathroom that Stuart got locked in earlier. We went in there and a story was unfolding there of a French nobleman whose name not quite clear, but we want to get maybe a bit more on. But the tap came on by itself, I swear. It was me and Carol in that room, just me and Carl, that was it. And suddenly the tap came on. Nowhere. Carl was actually holding the camera, he was twisting the camera's viewfinder, had the camera like that, so both his hands were occupied. No way could he have turned that tap on. Could be a tap or connection, of course, but it didn't seem like it. It seemed perfectly tight when we checked it.
Well, this is interesting to me because the door just comes open on its own, so how Stuart would have been locked in earlier.
Taps come on.
The taps come on, the taps come on.
You're my witness. Did I turn that tap on?
No, definitely not. Both your hands were on that camera, and I saw them.
We'd been in another bathroom earlier, and we'd asked if someone could turn the taps on. We go into the next bathroom, guess what? On comes the tap. Now, it was physically turned on, and we had to turn it off. There was only Carl and David in there. Carl had got both hands on the camera. It really happened. It's good stuff already.
I heard the tap, I got the boom in the doorway, and I heard the tap turn and water start off as a trickle and gradually come out faster. And Carl's got both hands on the camera and Dave's at the other side of the room, so we didn't get it to happen again. It happened once, definitely.
The Radio 1 crew have arrived and straight away went into the vigils, really excited. I was involved in the glass on the table, moved around a lot.
We're doing the seance, table tipping, nothing was happening. I suggested that normally when we do the table tipping, there's a lot more people around who know each other, or it's a more intimate group. And there were two essentially strangers around the table, so Carl joined. The table started to move slightly, and I actually had questions prepared in case the Edward spirit came up, with 3 possible answers for each question.
When we established who was coming through, we answered, say for example, when were you here, which year, and when Kieran opened a sealed envelope that had actually been given to him by Alex, so she put the answer in, so even Kieran didn't know the answer. The answer was right. So, I'd like to know how they explain this subconscious movement, and it's us that's doing it, and we know the answers because we didn't.
We're going to ask you when you were landlord here at the Golden Fleece.
Move the table for yes.
Move the table for yes.
Was he landlord between 1907 and 1909?
Were you landlord here at the Golden Fleece between 1907 and 1909?
Whoa. Jump at it. Oh, that's good, that's good. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it. Shh, everybody quiet.
Were you happy here?
Okay, that's great. That's good.
That's correct.
It's correct.
Fantastic. That's correct, that's brilliant.
I didn't see any finger movements, I didn't see anyone pushing the table. I feel like we had it covered on camera, so you could see every possible angle. But there were questions being asked, and it seemed like the glass was moving, and it all seemed very interesting. We
get a bit complacent because we expect the table to spin round like it was at Maya Sartre, or turn upside down or whatever. However, not every spirit being is capable of that kind of energy. We're very grateful for what we've got. We should be very grateful for what we've got. However, the glass was a completely different scenario. This was, to my mind, someone called Robert. He seemed to me to be the highwayman, or certainly a strong energy like that. He was an angrier energy, and therefore that shows you a gentle energy, gentle movement, but in life an angry energy, angry movement, more power behind it. So these people are carrying their personalities from life into death.
We went upstairs to do vigil, and I suggested that while we're up there, there's a table that we actually did a bit of glass moving again, and that worked beautifully.
The glass was moving like mad. We picked up on Robert's lover, Nora, who apparently had murdered 3 women, pushed them down the stairs for money, which was really strange. She didn't want us there, she hated us, she wanted us to leave. Can you make this glass smash for us?
Let us down.
It's just moving now. Do you wish to end this conversation now? Do you wish us to go? You wish us to go? Keep hold of it.
Don't let go. Come on, Nora. Keep going. Work for us. Work!
Oh. You're right, Richard. I think that's the end of that then.
They were quite frightened. Poor old Scott was speechless. Absolutely speechless.
I got downstairs and Yvette was a bit distressed and I thought, oh my goodness, what's wrong? And she'd heard a voice, like a cackle, in her ear.
I think the noise, the laughter, the man's laughter that I heard, to me was so frightening. Come on out, Mark. Yeah.
Oh, Christ, that's horrible.
Oh, fuck! Was that you? Oh, fuck! Was that you?
What?
Did you just laugh in my ear?
No.
Please tell me you laughed in my ear.
I didn't laugh in
Please
your
tell
ear.
me you laughed in my
I
ear.
didn't.
You have to tell me. Please tell me the truth.
I didn't laugh at all.
Oh, fucking hell. I swear, something just laughed. Something just laughed in my ear.
Do you want me to
Something
turn the
just
camera?
laughed in my
Do you want me to
ear.
turn the camera?
It did, it
It's
did,
okay.
it did, it did.
Okay.
I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh.
Nobody laughed.
Oh, fuck! Was that you?
What?
Did you just laugh in my ear?
No.
Now, she hears this a lot, and this is something interesting that I found, and I will comment on many times, I'm sure, with the crew. What's happening is this team are working together in this field, and the more they work together, the more the energy is clicking in, but on an individual level, the more they're growing themselves. So Yvette often hears things. Now that suggests to me that her audience, her clairaudience, her ability to hear spirit is maybe more heightened than others, generally. But the interesting thing is, on this occasion, the mini disc player that John has to record actually picked it up as well. So it wasn't just about hearing it clairaudiently, actually happening around her. So anyway, went back up to the room, went back up there to see what happened with Scott and Chappers and Yvette and myself, and we had a little bit of a chat. We had, the kind of like, are you there, your usual stuff, and Robert appeared. Normally, I do allow astrals on occasion to take over my voice, but I keep very strong control over that. I'm very particular about that. However, and it was literally a second, maybe 2 seconds at the absolute most, this Robert character managed to whoosh right in and shout via me completely and animate me, not just the voice. Get out. Come on, Robert. Talk through me if you must. Come on. Come on, Robert. Talk through me. Use just my voice, nothing more than my voice. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Robert. Do it. Come on. Just my voice, Robert, nothing else.
Oh, fuck!
You alright, David? David, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm still here. It's just my voice.
You alright? You okay?
Yeah.
I've just got a slight... I've got light anomalies coming from you. I've got it coming around your neck and coming just down. I've got that on camera. You okay?
Yeah.
You alright? You alright, Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah. You alright?
Yeah.
Do you want to come out now? I think we should come out now.
Quite often when we come to these places, there are very, very haunted. That I think the expectations run so high that you're not quite, you get more disappointed when nothing happens. And although we caught quite a few strange things, some lice anomalies and this voice, I think everyone's expecting a lot more.
This has been a really, really interesting night. Really interesting because of two different dynamics. The crew, who all know each other, and then the Radio 1 guests. And it's kind of been a bit of a buzz for everybody, and especially with the vets, the laughing that was picked up on the vets' night.
Oh, fuck! Was that you?
What?
Did you just laugh in my ear?
Yeah.
Well, what a fascinating evening. I am so pleased that things happened when Scott Mills and his team were here from Radio 1. I so wanted things to happen. To prove to them that we don't make it up, it's not faked, that we work really hard and we're here to try and catch paranormal activity. And I think we caught some cracking stuff.
Desperately want to come back here because I'd like to do more investigation here because there's a lot here that we haven't seen and there's so many moments to count some paranormal activity. I know for a fact if we could be here for longer, we would definitely get something in camera.
Well, the Golden Fleece in York was certainly very interesting. Is this place haunted? I think we can safely say yes, it is.
Thanks for watching Most Haunted Extra, and I'll see you next week.